Anybody know how many rivets on a 77 Airstream? It's got to be a lot. But I'm gonna check every one of them, make sure they're sealed. When you step up here, it causes one, an indentation. Two, these rivets, I'll show you one real quick here. These rivets right here have a little plastic or a rubber O-ring right there. And that's the seal between the aluminum and the hole to keep water from passing through. So what I'm doing in restoring, remodeling this 77 Airstream, every one of these rivets, before I polish it up, I want to check to make sure there's no leaks. And to do that, I've got a CVS cheap $2-3 CVS suction cup. Put it on top of the rivet, and if it has a good hold, that rivet's good, that O-ring hasn't broke loose, and the seal's still good on the camper. This is also good if you have, like, somebody stepped on it and it has an indentation, like a dent. You can take this little suction thing, pop it right back out. In most cases, it depends on where, you know, the dent's at. But for now, I don't know how many rivets are on this Airstream. I know there's a lot. I'm gonna check every one of them. As you can see, simple as that's good. As long as you got a good suction on them, they're good. All right, see that came off, so let's check it one more time. One more time. Hear that? That's a good pop when I pulled on it good and hard. Let's move on over here, because what I'm gonna do is find one here that isn't quite right. That one's good. Uh-oh, see that? See how that's not holding? Now I want to make sure that I'm getting a good rubber, this rubber seal right here on this suction cut on there. So I'm putting a little pressure on top, pull up, and there's nothing there. So that tells me that this rivet, the seal, is broke. And actually, if you look at it, it has like a stain around it where you can see something just isn't quite right with that. So to replace this rivet, nail punch has a flat, blunt tip to it. It's not a point. And you come back here and you get the center of that rivet, hit it a couple times, okay? That puts an indentation in the top so the drill bit won't run off and get on the aluminum. Now what I want to do is check it one more time here. You see how now it's holding? Hear that pop? The reason it has a good suction is because when I hit it with the punch, it tightened that rivet up, it pushed it down more, flattened the top out more, made that rubber seal there. I guess you could leave this if you wanted to like that, but for me, that's not good enough. I'm gonna resell this camper, but I'm fixing it like it's my camper to keep forever. And I would want a job done right with it. So, climb up here a little bit. Drill. And on the drill bit, now I'm hoping you know a little bit about rivets, but you don't want your hole too small and you don't want your hole too big. So rivets come in different sizes. And what I try to do is get a bit just a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can see that. Just a little bit bigger than the rivet itself, but not so big that it'll fall through. You take your drill, put it right there on top where you made that indentation. Now, see, it just came off right there. Okay, that's the head of the rivet, but the rivet is still in there, so we got to drill it on out. There you go. Make sure that's good and clean. Some of them, if they're really dirty, I'll get a little green Brillo pad and lightly scuff it up just to clean it good. But for this purpose, I just want to show you how to fix the rivet that's gone bad. Put the rivet in, and there you go. Now here's the deal. I'm doing this by hand. I do have a air compressed rivet gun, but it's more pain than, you know, it's worth dealing with this. But inside, when you have a lot of rivets putting up walls and stuff, I use that. Okay, so the rivets left this part right here. What I'm gonna do once I get done is come back when I get ready to polish this thing, and each one of these rivet heads that are sticking up like that is one I replaced. I'll take some wire cutters, clip it real low. But you can buy or rent the tool that will smooth these rivets down to a head like this, where, you know, where it's smooth like that. That tool is very expensive, so it's good that you can rent. I'll probably eventually buy one, but for right now I'm gonna rent it. So right here you can see all of these rivets on the Vista view window. All of them are sticking up because, yeah, I did take that frame out, and I was working on that glass that was fogged, and I had a leak. So that's the reason I took the frame out of that Vista view, is to fix the leak and seal it. So it doesn't leak now. It's a 1977 Airstream, and they're going to leak. And a true Airstreamist who love these vintage campers, man, look, it's almost impossible to own one of these campers without owning a rivet gun and knowing how to replace the rivets in them. I hope this has been some help to you. Give me a thumbs up if it has been, and good day to you.